Why are you accusing her of cheating when you were having sex with at least 2 women that got pregnant?
I'm just finding out about this right now. Are you serious?
The ones Mama told you to stay away from. Bad boys. Today on Judge Joe Brown.
A man says the sting of infidelity is enough to nullify a loan. Area manager Serena McQueen is suing her ex-boyfriend for a personal loan. Defendant Leroy Thomas says the plaintiff has his belongings. Now it's Joe time.
Now let's see, Miss McQueen, you're suing Mr. Thomas, Mr. Leroy Thomas, who you styled as your ex-boyfriend for $4,452. You indicated while you were dating him, he requested money from you as a down payment on a motor vehicle, and you had him sign a promissory note. You allege that he has not paid you.
Yes, that is
now,
correct.
Mr. Thomas, you say that you don't owe her because you believe she cheated on you. You say after you broke up with her, she kept your belongings, in particular one Xbox and a pair of Air Jordans, and you are particularly attached to them and she hasn't given them back, so you don't think you should pay her anything.
Yes.
All right. Now, Miss McQueen, would you like to proceed, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, to start off, I was in a relationship with Leroy for about a year, and I had loaned him money in the past. He paid it back on time, a couple $100 here and there. So in January, when he asked me if he could borrow $4,000 to put a down payment on a new car, I trusted him, so I went ahead and loaded it to him, since he had paid me back in the past.
Your records and your sworn accounting show $2,500 in January of this year and $1,500 in February this year. And you also would be entitled, according to your representations, of $452 in earned interest.
Yes, I included that in the promissory note, just in case. Because it had a space there asking what the interest rate was. I pulled this promissory note up from online, and it had all the stuff already there.
And what was the interest rate you charged him?
Let me take a look. I put 6.8%.
That's better than he could have gotten with his credit status.
Exactly, exactly. So I loaned him the money, he signed the promissory note, and the agreement was for him to sell one of his cars, which was a Mustang, an old school Mustang. He was selling it for probably about $5,000, $6,000. So he was supposed to repay me my money back from the sale of his Mustang. So we signed this in January. I also put a clause in here that if he didn't sell his Mustang, that he was supposed to pay me back in monthly payments of $1,000. He was working at that time, and he was making enough money to make those payments to me. But originally,
I told you I was going to sell my car.
You told me that you were going to sell your car.
Oh, I didn't.
He told me he was going to sell his car, and it's actually here in the promissory note.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear. Even includes date of birth of the borrower, social security number, driver's license number,
Mm-hmm. I meant
and
business.
local area code and telephone number.
She knows all of it.
And the date. So she put it all down. You put your current information down too. Send payments to, and you give an address in the event that personal delivery could not be effectuated.
Yes, and that's only the first page.
You even deal with grace period and when lateness will attach.
Yes, I did. I was serious about trying to get my money back just in case something like
There's
this
even
happened.
a provision down there for late fees.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yes, I did.
now we go to the defendant. What do you have to say, Mr. Leroy Thomas?
Well, first of all, she told me that I could take my time and pay her, so she never really gave me a date. She never estimated no time or nothing. So all of a sudden, we broke up, and then she starts, oh, well, you owe me this and owe me that.
Well, now you broke up with her because you thought she was cheating on you?
Yes, Judge Brown.
And that was last year?
Yes, sir.
You'd been dating her for a year?
Yeah.
Of course you'd say I wasn't cheating. She
No,
has,
actually, I
She
broke
got
up with
text-
him.
She had text
yeah, I
messages in
know.
her
Hold on.
phone.
She's got another story. But you
Yeah.
see, here's the difference. You're unemployed. She's the area manager for a firm, does a lot of business in this area, and she has no children. She's 25 years old, and she looks like if she could act, she could get immediately hired as a star someplace. She's star quality. You let it down. And then why are you accusing her of cheating on you when your infidelity with 2 women is absolute and ironclad because you claim you have 4 children? The last 2 of which by 2 different women are 1 month apart, 5 months and 6 months, and let's add 9 months in gestation. That takes us back 14 months and 15 months, and considering the time interval between now and when you 2 broke up, whether by her doing or yours, right in the midst of your relationship, you were having sex with at least 2 women that got pregnant. You also have by 2 other women, it looks like, if not the same 2, one child that's 2 and another one that's 2, and they aren't even twins. So what have you been up to?
I think I'm just finding out about this right now. Are you serious?
What I would tell you is it's news to you.
I just found out
But
about
in
this
other
right
words,
now.
what I'd suggest to you, young lady, since your career is wide open in front of you, do not jump into something without finding out everything there is about it.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
Now, you claim that your income tax refund got mostly taken for back due child support. Your obligation as a man is not to see how many women you can knock up, but how well you can take care of those that you're obligated to take care of.
The plaintiff says she loaned her ex-boyfriend money to purchase a new car. She says they broke up after he accused her of cheating and then he wouldn't pay her back. Let's get back to the case.
You don't need to take care of somebody 26 years old with 4 kids, 2 of which
That I
were
didn't know about.
conceived while you 2 were into the middle of your hot and heavies. You see, you don't even know that.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, young man, I would suggest you do something about finding some rubber or prophylactic. Now, you claim that your income tax refund got mostly taken for back due child support. Your obligation as a man is not to see how many women you can knock up, but how well you can take care of those that you're obligated to take care of. And you find a helpmate.
Exactly.
Don't you have any babies out of wedlock?
No, I do not, Your Honor. No.
Don't. Your award's going to be $4,452.
A man who admits to loving his Xbox clearly likes to play games, and that can bring about an ex-girlfriend. In this case, one that has to be repaid. Plaintiff wins.